It's all well and good this weekend as Rogers hometown hockey makes a stop in the Rose City. This weekend's event will highlight the connection between the sport and the city and has brought home NHL alumni who began their career right here in Welland.
You know, I played a lot of minor hockey here growing up. I was doing some counting in my head. I think it was about 10 to 12 years of playing in Welland, including my junior B years. That meant a lot to me to be able to play, living in Welland, playing in Welland for such a long time. And as soon as I got the word, as soon as I retired, someone reached out. I think it was Dan Pye actually texted me that hometown hockey's coming to Welland, and I was like, I booked my flight the next day, I think, into Buffalo. So, I had to be here, and my parents are here. I saw some old coaches, some old high school buddies and teammates. That's what it's all about.
We were talking to Dan earlier, and he told me to bring up to you the shooting gallery. And what was that like, having that facility there for you?
That was a pretty unique thing to have. I kind of forgot about that until someone brought it up to me, and I'm like, oh, I do remember those days. It was really musty in there, but it was so much fun to be with your buddies and shooting in the warehouse. And I don't know if that's done a lot these days. It's mainly you're outside, but I think we were very lucky as kids to have great coaches and to do extracurricular things like that.
And you are back here in Civic Square where you actually brought the Memorial Cup. So how was that experience for you bringing that home as well?
That was a really big day for me as well. In 2005, I think maybe in June we brought it back. That was really cool as well. Once again, share with all my family and friends. And I believe Adam Creighton was here as well, a former NHLer from Welland, and he won the Memorial Cup as well. So I just found a photo of me and him holding the Mem Cup and right here. So those are the memories I'm going to cherish for a long time.
And you've had over 900 games as an undrafted player in the NHL, and you played in one of the most iconic arenas, the Madison Square Gardens. How was your career, and how could you summarize that for us?
Well, I don't think we have all day, but it was a really fun time, my 11 years in New York, and like I said, to play at MSG, the world's most famous arena for that many games, and we were able to see some cool concerts come there, cool events, and just to live in New York City for 11 years, not a lot of people could say that.
Rogers hometown hockey wraps up with a live broadcast of the Toronto Maple Leafs versus Chicago Blackhawks game. During the course of that game, Welland's connection to hockey will be featured prominently and will also include a feature on NHL scout Nick Vitucci. What does it mean for your story to be shared and Welland's story to be shared with the country?
Yeah, it's really nice. I played hockey for a long time and coached and pro hockey, and actually now I'm a pro scout with the New Jersey Devils. So working in the NHL has been a lot of fun, but for them to feature my story, it's special. I think there's a lot of great hockey people in this city that they could have focused on, and I think they thought that my journey to the NHL was a unique one, let alone the collection and the Welland passion that I have as far as collecting hockey memorabilia.
So being a recruit for New Jersey, are you looking at some Welland Tiger players coming up?
Some kids shooting into the net over here, so I'm getting their names, and they might be good for the 2030 NHL draft, but it's great seeing all the kids and the families enjoying this weekend. I think it's a great shot in the arm for the booth beside us with Welland Minor Hockey to bring attention to the product, and that these kids can get involved at young ages and get off their couches with the joysticks and the video game controllers out of their hands and put some hockey sticks into their hands. So I think it's a great weekend for the city of Welland to be able to enjoy this and hopefully more kids playing.
Dan, what has this weekend been like for you?
Coming back home, it hasn't been too often since I've been here because I was traveling a lot playing, but being here, getting to see the familiar faces, it's been really a big treat. I got to see my family a little bit more too, so very, very much an enjoyable experience that I just couldn't pass up.
And the last time really there was this much excitement about hockey in Welland was when you actually brought the Stanley Cup here. What was that moment like for you?
I count myself very fortunate to be able to bring that cup, and I always wanted to bring it home, and I'm happy I was able to do it. It was a tremendous experience, very overwhelming experience, but I loved it. I tried to book as much as I could to get as many people to see it as much as they could, and it was truly a special day that I'll always remember.
And what's life like now after hockey into retirement?
Now it's a little bit different, a little bit slower pace, but I'm not complaining. I enjoy it. I've got a son of my own now, and really happy to kind of have that time with him and try to spend more time with all around family and be involved a little bit more. So I love it. Learning new passions as well in the meantime. So I can't complain.
This is the third time Rogers Hometown Hockey has made it to the Niagara region, and Welland gets tonight's first star from us here at The Source. Reporting for The Source, Michelle Adzenga.